Ninja here. I hope you're doing well. Got a story out of Forbes. Money flooding in. Crypto now braced for a huge multi-trillion-dollar Wall Street earthquake amid Bitcoin, Ethereum, XRP, and crypto price boom. That's just a headline. They've been using that headline for a couple of days now. Forbes have been really trying to gain momentum in the crypto space. Today, as Bitcoin is up like $600-700 in one day. You know, it's interesting because all of these stories, these headlines include the word XRP, yet the stories don't talk about XRP. I want to share something with you, something that'll probably blow your mind, and I'm going to share a story. This coin, the one that Satpulse made, right? They asked me to use the Ninja Nation logo. They know that I've invested in XRP. I did it for a specific reason. The bank just shut them down. So I put that Black Friday deal. They're good businessmen. The bank shut them down. They didn't have a problem with the Bitcoin one. That Bitcoin one went down, all shipped out. It was great. Good news is the Satpulse guys took the money and they went and bought all the materials. They have it all in their possession. Are making those coins right now for shipment. But they decided to cut the allotment from 10,000 to 5,000 because they said as of December 1st, the banks are not going to allow them to sell a coin with XRP on it. And no problem with Bitcoin. You know, I'm going to tell a story about when I bought XRP and a story about an angry billionaire that was screaming and yelling at me. He just can't stand me. He says he's going to destroy me. I'm waiting for the free publicity. I'll let him come forward with it first. He's a grouchy old guy. And, you know, he was totally against Bitcoin and it's stupid and dumb, blah, 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 blah. Jeez, I was like a broken record. And then one day, all of a sudden, it became the coolest thing in the world. He bought a little bit, played around with it for a little bit, sent it somewhere, and all of a sudden it was the coolest thing in the world. Well, that billionaire didn't figure it out until Bitcoin was between 9,000 and 12,000. I don't know the exact price point he bought it out. But anyway, you know, I did some math because he was, you know, bragging one day about how rich he was, and it wasn't impressing me too much. And I think that got him even angrier. And I started doing some math, and I went back to the date that I bought crypto. And I look at myself as an idiot because I'm like, I talked about buying it at 40 cents, Bitcoin, and I let people around me talk me out of it. That was the dumbest thing I ever did. I didn't buy it until a special date, and I went and took some screenshots of it. And that was around, so I bought it before this, but I'm talking about when I bought my XRP. And the reason why I bought it, because I'm going to be honest with you, I love the decentralized nature of Bitcoin as opposed to how XRP is. They say it's decentralized, but really it's a totally different use case, totally different thing. And I like making money. That's what I do. I like to make money. I'm an investor. And I always felt like I was going to make way more money with XRP than I would with Bitcoin. Now, do I own Bitcoin? Yes. Do I own Digibyte? Yes. Do I own, I don't know, I own stuff. I own XRP. That's my largest position. When I bought XRP, I tell you guys that I bought it at 2 cents. Well, I was on CoinMarketCap and I couldn't get it to center exactly on 2 cents because it happened so fast. It was crazy. But it was on March 29th, March 30th, 31st, around there, right? And you could see on CoinMarketCap, that's when I bought, all right? Sorry, it's probably backwards. But I did the math from just this date because this is the data that I could get on CoinMarketCap. And on the same day that, right as I was buying it, it was showing the daily average price for XRP right here was at a little over 1 cent each, all right? So I went to the exact same day on Bitcoin. And Bitcoin, I couldn't grab it on the exact day. I could grab 4/2, March 2nd. April 2nd, sorry. April 2nd. And it showed 1,100, but it was actually right around $1,000. It was like 1,063, all right? So I did some quick math. Since that date in 2017, you could have bought one Bitcoin for barely over $1,000. And today, Bitcoin is what? Almost 37,000. So you'd have that $1,000 turn into $37,000. Real easy math, right? Ninja can do that kind of math. Well, then I thought about it. I'm like, well, what about XRP? Well, that was when I bought it. So I did some math. If you would have spent $1,000 on XRP that day, it would have went up 47 times. 47 times instead of 37 times. Now, not a lot of people would think, well, that's not that big of a deal. Bitcoin's still a great investment. Yes, it is, but XRP was better. A lot of people talk about how XRP is nowhere near its all-time high. I'm like, I don't know if you checked last, but neither was Bitcoin. But yet, XRP is the one that the government's trying to stop so desperately. XRP, when these guys at SatPulse made this coin, and they were going to make 10,000 of them, right? They got stopped by the bank. They didn't stop them on their Bitcoin one. Those have all shipped out and gotten to everybody. There was 1,000 of those. They stopped this one. Now, thank heavens they went and bought all the materials and they're making them right now. So they've got enough for the 5,000. They went and had 5,000 of these coins minted. They had the XRP purchase, which got away from them because the price ran up massively and it caused their cost to go up over 6 figures. But they went out and did it. And it's an interesting thing to me. And that doesn't bum me out at all, them making less, because now the ones I bought are worth more. Perceived value. Again, this is collector stuff, okay? If you want to invest in XRP, you should invest in XRP. If you want, because it's cheaper. Right? I mean, I think they're charging on Black Friday right now. Those coins are going for like 250 something bucks each because they're giving everyone the volume discount. If you want silver, go buy silver, because a silver round is right now going to cost you like 23, 25 bucks, right? I think they said just to mint those because of the high quality, the enamel stuff. I think just the coin mintage was near 50 bucks. My numbers could be wrong. But it's interesting because there's obviously, and this title will trigger a bunch of Bitcoin maximalists. It's totally fine. I own both. But I bought XRP because I see where the banks are headed. I see where governments are going. Salamander, I think you're going to be pretty stoked. For a collectible, this is one of the coolest coins I've ever seen in my life. I'm not joking. I think it's so cool. But that's not just because it has a ninja on it. But I bought it to make money. And it's a massive speculation, right? Because you got to think, okay, are the governments going to allow XRP? Well, the US government's hell-bent on trying to stop them. That's a great sign. That means they're scared. Crypto exchanges were dumping them like crazy because of pressure that the SEC put on them. We know this. And now all of a sudden they're losing ground like crazy. Brad Garlinghouse just came out and did this fireside chat where he was talking about how so many points that the SEC was trying to fight, they've just completely lost, and now they're going to be going into negotiations to settle. And the SEC wants their pound of flesh. It's interesting how multiple governments have reached out to Ripple Labs to help develop their CBDCs, which means they will be 100%. The ones that they pay Ripple to help them or Stellar to work on, they will be compatible with the XRP ledger. So it's interesting. That's why I invested in this. And you got all these gurus out there saying Bitcoin's going to $1 million bucks. Do I believe that? I do. But to make more money, XRP doesn't have to go to 1 million, 100,000, even 10,000 to make more of a percentage return than Bitcoin does. And these billionaires running around can look like they're awesome, but really it took them that much longer to figure it out. Which means just because they're billionaires, because they caught a couple waves, doesn't mean they know everything. I don't know everything. I'm constantly learning every day what I don't know. But it's interesting how we follow these gurus. And again, I am no guru. I am a dude with a bro hawk and a dream. And that dream is to not only make a ton of money, and I want to enjoy life, and I want to help people, but also in helping people, it's showing other people how to make money. And so it's not always the most expensive thing, the number one thing, the most talked about thing that's going to make you the most money. And I think it's really important that people realize that. Type 1 if you understand this. As a matter of fact, do me an even bigger favor and type down in the comment section, share with people something that you invested in that other people would have thought was nuts and it worked out. Because throughout history, see, there's only one path in this world. There's actually now two, but there's always been throughout history of the stock market, one path to making $1 billion. And that is taking a company public. I think there's only 2 billionaires out there right now, maybe 3, that have made their money aside from bringing a company public. We're talking about billionaires that are alive right now. People don't realize the power in that. Crypto changed that, but you had to have really early adoption. If I would have invested in Bitcoin with what I did back then, when I did, I would have been over a billionaire now. Now that's super easy for all of us to say. All of us can set it, right? If I would have been a day earlier, a month earlier, a year earlier, whatever. But you know, it's something else that's really interesting. I never sold mine when it hit its all-time highs. I constantly accumulated. Have I done some swing trades? Yep. Have I made money at doing it? Yes, I have. But I always held a core position. I never sold because I have some selling points that most of you would think are insane. But I'll tell you what, I used to own Priceline at $2 a share. You guys tell me what Priceline stock's at right now? So I remember it was like $1,200 a while ago. Here, I'll do it real quick. And I remember owning like $60,000 worth of Apple stock when it was $60. I sold Priceline at $3, thought I was a rock star making 50%, in a couple months. I thought I was a rock star selling my $60,000 of the Apple when it hit like $73 or something like that. Thought I was a rock star. Was I a rock star? In the moment, you'd think I was, man, that's pretty awesome. Most people don't make that in a year, right? That kind of return. But now you look back on it and you go, no, I wasn't a rock star. I changed everything, my entire thesis for investing. Crypto humbled me. I watched $10,000 turn to $1 million like that, and I did cash out. But I also, these ups and downs, the swings, holy cow, it did something to me. And yes, I owned Doge. I owned Doge before it blew up. It's actually being held really nicely by the Australian government, not allowing me to take it. We don't even want to talk about how much that's worth. It's interesting, and that's why I always preach also to have a Trezor on hand. I'm going to put a link down to that below. I absolutely love those wallets. If you have it, get your stuff off of the exchanges. But it's really important to be aware of technology that's advancing. And you can have all these gurus now that finally got into Bitcoin at $10,000, $12,000, and they look like rock stars. Cool, you've tripled your money. Score. You figured it out late. And there's still tons of room to run, but just realize those same gurus that just think they're the crap, they could be totally late to the next game and then the next one. And none of us hit it 100% of the time. I don't. But I think that people need to realize, I didn't get the Priceline stock price. What is it right now? It's important to see where we're going in the future and figure those cycles out. And then have the patience to buy and hold rather than these short little gains. Those work. Technical analysis is awesome. I use it to make money in stocks. Yeah, Priceline stock is $1,900. And to give you an idea how much I owned, well, I had not that much back then. Actually, that was a small investment. I had, I want to say, $2,000. So I had 2,000. I had nothing. Like it was like 1,000 shares. So what's 1,000 times 1,900? Put it down below. It's probably not much, like 1.9 million, something like that. That's fast ninja math. But my point being is this. I learned from those lessons, the Apple lesson, the Priceline lesson. And I believe that right now, to me, XRP is going to change the face of digital finance around the world. And I'm not telling you to buy it. As a matter of fact, if you can't explain to someone a convincing argument of why XRP is going to go up, you should not own it. You shouldn't also own Bitcoin. That's all straight up speculation. Everyone say hi to Carlos. Carlos made me a deal when this channel gets to, what channel are we on? Are we on? I don't even know which one we're on. When Real Estate Ninja hits 100,000 subscribers, almost at 1 million, we're gonna go get dinner. So I'm excited for the future, but I'm gonna tell you what, there's gonna be a lot of people that try and scare you into selling certain assets, and you'll find out later that they bought them while they're scaring you. And just like this got shut down by the banks for SatPulse, it's all right. They nailed it. They've got all the stuff. They're building 5,000 coins right now. If you want one, cool. They're collectibles. That's what they were intended to be. trying to change the face of the collectibles industry because they were sick and tired of watching cardboard baseball cards go through the roof when there's no intrinsic value. So at least this, they said, is better than a Beanie Baby because it has crypto and precious metals built into one. Oh, and scarcity certificates of authenticity and stuff. If you want, Black Friday sales going on below, but I'm really excited. I'm excited about the future. I'm excited to watch the press try and scare the piss out of you to try and get you to sell any of your assets. Like gold's going down, silver's going down, crypto's going down. You're like, all right, well, we'll see. Call me in 5 years and we'll see where we're at. The question is, who's getting to $1 billion first? That's what I want to know. Who's going to be the next crypto billionaire? All right, with that being said, the economic ninja, I think that's where we are. I totally even forgot, is out.